Oh! What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the 2nd Street Marvel. It's the morning after new comic book day, and man, have I got a stack of comic books here to show you guys and talk about, and we're gonna get into all of that here on the show today. Thank you all so much again for being here so much. Make sure, please, that you hit make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share it out. Tell everybody to come hang out. It helps us with the algorithm and stuff. At least that's what they say, but does it? Does it really? First, I'm going to show you guys some comic books that I've picked up this week that I got from my local comic book shop. Now, in case you guys don't know, new comics come out every single Wednesday at comic shops across the world, and I've got some. Now, in case you guys don't remember last week, if you weren't here, I talked about we didn't get our comics last week. We got Marvel and DC, but we didn't get any of the indies or anything like that. And so they finally came in this week. We got them. They're ready to go. We got in this week's book. The only things we didn't get in this week were DC's books. But, however, I don't pull any DC, so that doesn't really affect me. But these first handful of books that I'm going to show you guys are books that came out last week, and that I just wanted to show you guys here. I haven't got a chance to read these yet and review any of these, so make sure that you stay tuned to the channel for some of that. Now, the first one is right here. This is Moths, issue number 6 of 6, written by J. Michael Straczynski. I haven't got a chance to read this yet. I cannot wait. This is the finale of Moths. I absolutely love this series. I like what J. Michael Straczynski has done in this series overall, and this whole world that he has been building in the AWA Upshot universe. Absolutely great stuff. The next one I have here is Marjorie Finnegan, Temporal Criminal. This is issue number 7, I believe. 7 of 8, so there's only one issue left in this series. I've quite enjoyed this series by Garth Ennis. It's fun, it's silly, it's kind of fun and adventurous. It's been very good. I really do like Marjorie Finnegan, and can't wait to read this one, and then next month's issue number 8. It's going to be absolutely great, and I believe they already released the trade paperback on that one as well. The next one I've got here is Fight Girls, issue number 5 of 5, written by Frank Cho, art by Sabine Rich. Oh no, I guess it's colors by Sabine Rich. It's written and art by Frank Cho. Now this one I actually did get a chance to read this one here, and this was the finale of this series, Fight Girls, and I gotta tell you, I really quite enjoy this book. Again, I enjoy a lot of the stuff that AWA Upshot has done here, and here in the finale we kind of see as the new queen is chosen, or has been crowned. I guess she wasn't chosen. They had to kind of go through these Hunger Game type of scenarios in order to become the queen and go here with the king that I just showed you there. Right? Yeah, you like that? Altogether, I thought the series, it was pretty good. It was pretty decent. Not one of my favorite series out there, but again, like I just said about AWA Upshot, they have so many good books. I'm not really sure what I could really say. Like when it comes to like what's better and what's not. Like I can tell you, like there's some that are that I really do enjoy a lot more, and this one, like I said, I do like it, but it's not, it's not one of my favorites. But like one of those ones I'm thirsting to read. I mean, I want to read like and now I feel like I'm over explaining and sounding bad. It's a good read. It's a good read. It's AWA Upshot. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read Fight Girls and what you think about it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Moving on, the next one, House of Slaughter, issue number 2. This one, again, one that didn't come in at my local comic book shop last week, so we finally got it in. I can finally give this a read and see how it is with issue number 1. I thought issue number 1 set up, just it's kind of telling a different story here in this, I guess you could say at this point, the shared universe of the Something is Killing the Children, written by James Tynion. And I thought it was okay. It was pretty good. I mean, is it one that's going to be necessary for you to read to understand and enjoy the rest of Something is Killing the Children? I doubt it. I doubt it. But if you're into that and like what's going on there in that world, and you want to dive a little bit deeper into it, so I'm sure something like this you might enjoy. And again, I haven't read issue number 2 yet. But the next one I've got here is Radiant Black, issue number 10. Guys, I can't wait to read this one either, because this has been one of my favorite series on Image, and just since it came out, like the first couple issues, I've talked about that several times, where they're like, it was all right. But then after, like, I think like issue 3, 4, and just kind of beyond that, it's gotten really, really good. Really good stuff. Another one that came out last week as well was this one right here. This is Twisted Haunted Highons, issue number 1. In case, I'm not sure if you guys know the band Twisted. I actually seen them in concert one time. It's I can't even remember who all it was with, but I obviously ICP was there. I'll tell you, ICP was there. But yeah, so I remember seeing this and I was like, I'll get it. We'll check it out. We'll see how it is. And then there was a couple of other books that I picked up while I was you know what? This is the last one. This was the last one from last week that came out. This was Aftershock Comics Miskatonic. This is a one-shot. Miskatonic, Even Death May Die, in a prestige one-shot format. In a one-shot prestige format. There you go. I said it right that time. And I can't wait to read this one. I enjoyed the Miskatonic story that they did. I think that was just like earlier this year that the Miskatonic ended. I really did enjoy that series overall. Oh, man. All right. Oh, come on. Come on, technology. You don't want to work with me there. There you go. But I really did enjoy the Miskatonic series overall. So that's all of last week's books. That's all the books that came out last week. Now, the other thing I've got here, I picked up some of these extra books that I've been looking for. I need to find a couple of other issues out there I picked up Devil's Highway, issue number 1, 4, and 5, because this was like the only series that I don't have the books. Once I track down issues 2 and 3, I'll have all the issues that AWA Upshot has published. Not all the covers and everything, but I'll have all of the different series in single issue format. Like I have that on the trade paperback of it, and I think I read it all on digital. I think it was just I missed out on it at first at my local comic book shop, and that's why I didn't end up getting it. I'm like, man, I feel like it's too late. I don't know. Maybe I should have just ordered them. Anyway, and then I also picked up this one right here, which is Old Haunts, issue 2, 3, and 5. So I've got to go out there and track down issues number 1 and 4 on these ones as well. So, but again, I really like the AWA Upshot books as well. What they're doing. Come on, there you go. since they launched last year at the beginning of 2020. They put out some really good books, a lot of stuff I've really enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read any of the titles on AWA Upshot, which ones you've read and which ones that were your favorites. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, also, while I was at my local comic book shop just the other day, we had I picked up these copies of Radio Apocalypse. This was the issue number 1. This was the Horizon Comics exclusive. This is their first comic shop exclusive that they ever did. I went ahead and picked up both of these books right here. Yeah, give them a nice little look-see. I went ahead and picked up both of these books right here. And we're actually going to be doing a giveaway for each one of these here on the channel as well, courtesy of our friends over at Horizon Comics. Details and everything are soon to come. So make sure you stay. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That's gonna be private. You gotta be subscribed to the channel. Isn't that always the hook? You gotta be subscribed to the channel. You gotta like the video. You gotta leave a comment down in the comments that says, right? And then every time that you share this video on social media and you tag me, and every single time that you tell somebody else to do that and they do it, you get, isn't that how it works? That's how it works, right? I'm not selling anything. Yeah. Anyway, so these are absolutely beautiful covers. Actually, seeing them here in person, actually, like you see the I've showed you guys like the covers and here, everything here, like the digital, like that's one thing to see it, but then like when you actually see the like print in person, it's so beautiful. This book is absolutely beautiful. You guys need to go check out Horizon Comics, and definitely I'll see if I can get a link for their shop where you can, even like my friends Bruce and Stephanie Comics, you having problems with your LCS, you can't get the books you're ordering, they do online pull lists. They can get your books to you. So check them out. I think it's like Horizon Comics. I don't know. It was like Horizon Comics. I'll find it. We'll put it in the chat right now. We'll put it in the chat right now because I know I've got it here on my phone. All right, where we at? Yeah. Here we go. Bam. Okay. We're getting ready to go do this son of a. All right. Here we go. Boom. Oh, you see, now you can hear me. There we go. Bam! Go check it out. All you got to do is go there. You can order your copies, or you can be hanging out here and get entered into the giveaway that we're going to be doing for those. But you can also get your comic book pull list too. There's plenty of people who also live in areas that don't have local comic book shops near them. So hey, if you're one of those people, make sure you go reach out to them. They can get your comic books to you. But let's get here into the live chats, and let's see what everybody is saying this morning. And look, I don't even have that pulled up here either. All right, here we go. Let me get a drink. You got any single-use water bottles, anybody? All right. We got my man Reefer Man Reviews in the building. We've also got Lucas Texvenger, Star Wars MCU OG. What is up? Yeah, huge Twisted fan. Nice. Oh yeah. Nice. Not too big on ICP though. See, I'm not really big on ICP, but I really do like ICP. I like ICP. Wookie, Andre Oro, 24K. How are you doing? Whoop whoop, Eagle Rider. What is up, Rosetta, my friend? How are you doing? I hope all is going well with you, Rosetta. I hope all is going well. Okay, so now before I get into some of the new comic books that I have for this week, you know what? There's actually something I should probably come over here. Well, Yeah, that's all kind of irrelevant. What I guess what I'll do is I'll show you this, something I've been working over here on the past few days, as I have been kind of getting caught up on reading comic books. I've been getting a lot of gift baskets and things done like that for my business. Let me show you guys. Show you guys this, something else I've been working on here. Check this out. Boom. Yeah. Getting been working on getting this thing put together. In case you guys didn't know, when a couple of almost 3 months ago now at this point, when I got hit out on my morning bike ride, and while I was out riding, and completely totaled my bike. And now this bike isn't the replacement. This is just a bike that I'll be able to ride until I can get my replacement. And I know, I was thinking about this the other day too. I was like, man, the thing about this bike is, like, I got it, and it's just like, I don't really mean to say it's cheap or a junker or a throwaway. It's a nice bike. It's legitimately a nice bike, but like, compared to the bike that I'm gonna be getting, like this bike right here, I could buy like 4 of these bikes for what my for what the bike that I'm gonna be getting costs. I get like 4 of these things, and, I'm not kidding. I might be able to get more than that even. I might even be able to get more than that for the bike that I'm gonna be getting. But I got this one right here, because I had some old parts and everything to here at the house, so I could put on it. And the bike already had had parts on it anyway. It was pretty much ready to roll. There was just a few things that I wanted to switch out, that I had extras here laying at the house, around the house. So got this thing. You know what? And I did something stupid when I was building. I was like, man, I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. I cut off the bar tape and everything when I'm using the same handlebar and the grips and everything that I was going to be using anyway. And I was like, I could have used like the cable housings and everything from the bike that I was taking it from. So this is, like, I could have saved myself a little bit of time and a little bit of headache. But yeah, anyway, probably I needed some new bar tape anyway. But I just got that thing. Got just some spare parts and everything around the house, like I said, just to kind of bump it up, make it a little bit nicer than it was. But yeah, it'll work. It'll work until I get my new my new bike. We should, like, I might be able to. It's hard to say when it might come in. They said it could be. They said it could be next year. They said could be next year, like summertime. So that's why I needed something to ride in at least the meantime. But yeah. So yeah, that's yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. Listening in, love some AWA, absolutely. The only reading I've been doing lately is the novel Wheel of Time final book. Oh, really? You got into that show, you started reading the book, huh? Yeah, it's okay. One day they'll let you drive. Try and be patient. Yeah, it's all my drinking and driving. It's my drinking and driving. I'm a degenerate. I'm a degenerate. I can't stop. I can't stop. That's funny. All right, now, where are we at? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There. That's better. That's better. Currently rebuilding a Mongoose mountain bike. Nice, nice. Yeah, I've got my mountain bike. I've got my mountain bike too. I've got here. I just cleaned the wheels and everything the other day, and got some new, because it's got tubeless tires in there. So I put some new goo and everything in there. Got to start taking it out for some short little rides here very soon. So yeah. Now, anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into some my comic book pull list for the week. We'll get into my comic book pull list for the week, and I will go and give some reviews of these books as well, the ones that I have had a chance to read. starting right off. We're there. Start off, we got Captain Marvel issue number 34. Now, I haven't been reading this series. I have been pulling it, but I got this one in particular because of that Marvel cover there. I think that what is the art germ cover? Absolutely beautiful. I like it. It's great. It's great, right? It's come on, man. The thing I want to know is why are they doing why are they doing this whole, like this thing like they're bringing Marvel, like they're acting like Marvel's still alive. Like he died over 20 years ago, right? Yeah. I can't even remember when Death of Captain Marvel was written. It might be over 30 years ago at this point. But like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. But anyway, the next one I've got here is the League of Extraordinary Corona. This was a one shot. This is on Aardvark Comics. This is one I haven't got a chance to read yet or anything, but I think they've just got some of these silly books that they do. Like they did one on the whole what was it, Batman Damned or whatever? I can't remember what it was. What was the one where I can't remember what storyline it was. No, what was it? The one with Batcock. They did a whole cover, like, dude, it was hilarious. But I picked up a few of these. They're just kind of these how would you say, these parody books of other comics that have come out. So I don't know. I've been picking them up. Now the next one, and this one I haven't got a chance to read yet either. This one is on Aftershock Comics, but yeah, there we go. This is Maniac of New York. This is issue number 1. This is The Bronx is Burning. This is the first issue in the second story arc of the Maniac of New York. I thought the first story arc was very good. Can't wait to get in here and read this first issue. This is just one of the ones I actually just picked this up yesterday because at one of my local comic book shops, they came in, all the books were damaged. They were all damaged, so I didn't get my copy. And then they had this one over at Horizon Comics, and I went ahead and picked it up there. And it was funny too because he said like this one right here was weird, that it was originally supposed to be the cover 2, the B cover, but it ended up being the incentive cover. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes things happen weird like that with where it comes to like those kinds of things, and I've noticed that it's happened with other books before as well. But I don't know. In Maniac of New York, I can't wait to read that one right there. The next one that I got here is Cross to Bear. This is issue number 2. This book is being written by Marko Stanjanovic. It's got art by Cynthia Banovic. Sinisa Banovic. Aljosa Tomic is the colorist. Taylor Esposito is the letterer. I'm going to show you those names right there because I can guarantee you I butchered those names right there. Now this book right here is kind of like it kind of got into some Lovecraftian type stuff with like the like the tentacled beasts and stuff in here. Where in the first issue I kind of got you got this feeling of like the Knights Templar who are tracking down Jack the Ripper. And that a lot of that kind of continues here by adding in a little bit more, just a little bit more into this story overall. And now what we get in this issue is a little bit more backstory on our main character, one of our main characters here, who his name is Edgar, where he was actually reached out to in issue number 1 by the other main character who is helping, working for the Order in trying to track down Jack the Ripper here, because he has been going after different members of the Order and things like that. And to what end, we don't know yet. We don't quite know yet. Here we get an expansion of Edgar and his motivations and exactly what's going on and kind of what's going to draw him into the fight against to go out and bring Jack the Ripper to justice. And I gotta say, like, this story, everything it's kind of doing several different things at once. It seems like it's doing a whole lot. It's kind of got me a little like on my heels, kind of like, whoa, but at the same time, I've really enjoyed it as well. I like what's going on here because I like when stories kind of do that. It's like they're giving me a little much, but how they're gonna tie it all together. And there's several books I've read at Aftershock where I feel that same way, like they're giving me a lot, and then it kind of like ties together. It's, oh, all right, I got you, I got you. Very good stuff. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read Cross to Bear and what you think about it. I want to know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, the next book we've got is The Search for Who, issue number 3. This book is being written by John Suey and Steve Orlando. It's got art by Rubine. It's got colors by DC Alonso, colors by Carlos M. Mangual. Or I mean letters. I'm sorry, letters by Carlos M. Mangual. I'm going to go ahead and show you those names right there. Here in issue number 3, we see the family drama continue to unfold for our main character, Aaron, as we see that he's got his different sides of his family that are in China, and they are warring factions of family here. And there's a big, huge kind of rift between them. And he went there, obviously, to try to put a stop to it all, to heal, because his mother and father were in the hospital after they were gunned down in front of their restaurant. Well, here in issue number 3, things really kind of come to a climax as we see a lot of him starting to lose a lot of family members here along the way. In this particular issue, we get several people who die, and we can see how it's kind of affecting everybody and how everybody is really involved in this, and why kind of everybody, everybody has their stance and their reasons for why they are fighting this war, right? Everybody has their reasons. And here in issue number 3, I think they really did set up good for issue number 4 in this issue number 3, getting ready to go to issue number 4, into the penultimate issue of The Search for Who. Again, I've really enjoyed this series so far, and the art in here is pretty good as well. The thing is, like, I feel like I think the story is good, but I don't really kind of connect with the characters, though. The story going on is good, but I don't feel connected in a way that is really drawing me in. But for what it is, it's been a pretty decent series to read overall. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read The Search for Who and what you think about it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, the next one I have here, we're moving into AWA Upshot. You guys know I was just talking about this, how much I really do enjoy a lot of the series that they do there. Now, this one right here is one that they have, was one of the first ones that they started off with. This is Hotel, issue number 1 of volume 2. It finally launches once again. John Lees, Dalibor Talajic, and Lee Lowridge all coming in here to bring this story to us. And I telling you, I absolutely love it. The letters here are by Sal Cipriano. I'll show you those names right there. Absolutely great stuff. Now, this is one of the other first series that came out on AWA Upshot when they launched last year amidst the pandemic. And I absolutely loved that first series. It was 4 issues. And each of the 4 issues told a little story, and they all eventually kind of interconnected. It really kind of almost reminded me of the movie 4 Rooms, in case you ever seen it. Kind of like that, but in more of a horror type setting. And the way that Dalibor Talajic's art in these books is absolutely great. This is the cover by Mike Deodato Jr. right here. Go ahead and check that one out. Dalibor Talajic's art, I love his art. I like his style. I like what he does, because he does so much sometimes with so little. And I don't know how he does it, man. I don't know how he does it. But here we return to Piero Courts, and we see a family there who is there looking for, as they're kind of moving. You can tell things have not been on the up and up, and they are looking for a place to stay for a little while the husband here goes out and looks for a job, and the mother is staying at the hotel with the kids while he goes out and scouts for a job. And we can see that that's not exactly what's going on here, and there's a little bit more going on in the story as well, as the usual things that go on at a place like the Piero Courts. I really did enjoy this book. Absolutely great stuff, man. Because and one of the things when I read this issue right off the bat is I was kind of feeling like I was like, man, I was like this was good. Like at first, because like the story was going on and it gets to like a point where like, okay, the end of the book's got to be coming soon, and like a whole lot of horrific stuff hasn't really happened, and then it just all kind of comes together in the very end. And I like at first I was like, man, is this gonna be like, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm kind of being let down here. And then all of a sudden it wraps at the very end. I'm like, yes, this is what it's about. And it's funny because even in the there's a letter from the writer from John Lee's in the back of the book where he even kind of talks a little bit about that, about sequels and expectation, and if they're going to be as good, and how do you go about doing it, and how he kind of set forth in doing this, bringing this sequel to volume 1 of Hotel, which I thought was absolutely great. And I think that this really hit the mark. This is only issue number 1. We've got 5 more issues of this to get through, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read Hotel Volume 2, issue number 1, and what you thought about it. And let me also know, if you haven't read it, have you read Volume 1? If not, why not? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. In case you can't tell, I really do enjoy that one. But anyway. Now, moving on into Boom Studios for this week, I've got Once and Future. This is issue number 22, written by Kieran Gillen. It's got art by Dan Moore, colors by Tamara Bonneville, and letters by Ed Dukeshire. I'll show you those names right there. And again, this book, in case you guys haven't been paying attention, the hardcover book of this just came out, of book 1, that was the first 18 issues of this series. And I want to go back and reread it all, kind of this story of Duncan and his granny as they're going out fighting the Sir Lancelot and the Knights of the Round Table, and just everybody out there, King Arthur, and just everybody, like all of these old Arthurian legend type of things going on in this book, which they are out there battling as they're coming to life in the real world as like monsters. And dude, it's been very good. And here in issue number 22, we're kind of moving the story along, and of course it opens up with some great action in here as well. There's some good action in here. Midway through, I guess we would say this fourth story arc, as I guess you could say the fairy tale continues. Here as we see Rose and Duncan and his grandma all sitting there trying to get away here from just at this point they're running from all of these different monsters, and we can see how they're dealing with it and where they're reaching out to go get it. They go out and they get a new weapon to fight against these monsters, and it ends up being William Shakespeare. And of course, they talk about their greatest weapon, and the pen is truly mightier than the sword. And well, that's kind of where we get into a little bit here, as back in Camelot, they are there kind of regrouping and getting their forces together to continue this battle. Again, this has just kind of been just a fun series overall. Again, I think this is one of those books that is like a total team effort. It's Kieran Gillen, it's Dan Moore, it's Tamara Bonneville, it's Ed Dukeshire. All the people putting in this, where you change one of these guys out, it changes the book out totally. It changes it. I think it changes this book if you change any one of these people out. If any of them leave, like they kind of, it's almost like I feel like they've got to end the series at this point, right? Like one of them, like, okay, like they've, like, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. And I'm not gonna be one of those fans that say they have to do it, but I kind of feel at this point, the way they have done this book, and as great as it has been, I almost feel like that's where we're at. But that's if you ask me. Let me know down in the comments below if you have been reading Once and Future, if you read issue number 22, and what you thought about it, and all your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, the next one that I have here, guys, is one that I haven't read. I haven't been reading this series. These are total cover buys, and I'm telling you, I don't do cover buys here on the channel. But these are this is Deja Thoris versus the John Carter of Mars, and this is the Joseph Michael Linsner variant. Something about, I don't know what it is. The Joseph Michael Linsner, the way that he draws the Deja Thoris character, I'm not sure if he's just like in love with this lady as much as he makes me want to be in love with her, but I think he does, man, because he does a really great job on these Deja Thoris covers, and they're all absolutely fire. And he does other covers out there, like the Vampirellas and all like the Jennifer Blood and just all these different ones, but they're none of them are quite like the ones he does on Deja Thoris. And I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. So I get those ones. Those ones are my definite given cover buys. Speaking of definite cover buys, and I know you're probably sitting there going like, oh yeah, it's all the same guys, right? We got the Invincible Red Sonja. This is issue number 6. This is the Carla Cohen variant. Look at that freaking beautiful cover, Carla Cohen. You're killing me. Oh man, you know what? And I honestly have to catch up reading this series because I have thought that this series overall, like I read, I think the first 3 issues, and it was actually pretty good. Because I hadn't really ever read Sonja or anything. I thought it was actually pretty good and a pretty decently read series. Now, again, continuing with the theme of not doing cover buys, I didn't also pick up this Elias Chatsudis cover of issue number 6 as well, man. Look at that, just like, I'm telling you, look at that chat. Beautiful Chatsudis art. Oh, Chatsudis. Just beautiful, man. Beautiful stuff. But like the Carla Cohen one, I like because like she gets this realism in there. It's just so damn beautiful. Just awesome. And then Chatsudis just, I mean, he draws these women. He's good at drawing these beautiful women, man. Just very, very good stuff. Now, the next one that I got, another one. Again, this isn't really one that I can read, per se. I guess you could, but this is Snake Eyes Dead Game Declassified. This is one of the ones where they have this stuff, you know, like stuff that didn't hit the, that didn't make the book. It hit the cutting room floor. You know, all the extra stuff, the line work, and just all the different things that they put into these books. Now, I actually didn't, I'm not sure if you guys were around back then, but I actually didn't read when, what was it, issue number 5 or 6 of Snake Eyes Dead Game came out, because I remember opening the book up, and there was so many people that like drew the book, wrote the whole page was covered with people. Then continued it on the second page. You flip it over, and there was a third page of creators. I was sitting in there like, holy shit, is this like an X-Men book? And this is the title page? Like you need it. I'm kidding. It wasn't that bad, but there was like a full page, and there was like covered and like tiny. It wasn't tiny print, but of all the creators that put into it. And I opened it up and I looked at it. I'm like, no, this ain't the business, bro. You got it wrong. Hey, you need to go check that stuff. You need to go check that shit. I wasn't putting up with it. And so I didn't read it. But let me know if you did read it and what you thought about it. How was the finale? Like I said, I just couldn't do it. I was laughing. I was like, oh god, like no, it was like a joke. But anyway, that's just if you ask me. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on. The next one that I have got here is Department of Truth, issue number 14, written by James Tynion IV. Now, this one, they have a different artist in. They have art here by John J. Pearson, and letterer is Aditya Bidikar. I'll show you those names right there where you can see those. Now, normally, I believe, who's it we got on? Typically, we normally have Martin Simmons on the art doing these, but here we got a different artist. And here, I gotta say, I like the change up of the artists on here. Like sometimes they do it, it's like, I really wish they do. I wish they would just get the one artist and just go with the artist, okay? Just go with the artist. But they've been switching. They've done it a couple times here throughout the Department of Truth series. They did it again here. And I gotta tell you, like, I actually dig it. It was that the art in this book I actually really did like. It's a little bit different than what we get from Martin Simmons art in, most of the time throughout this series. But I feel like for the story that we're getting out of this book right here, I feel like the art really helps tell that story. We're getting more story here about the Department of Truth. We're seeing kind of the recruitment here. Oh, here we go. We got this kind of title page here. Deviation 3, Rocket Man. Right? So here we see that his partner here with his tinfoil hat on, and the conspiracies as they're all getting ready to go out and talk to some people, and they're just talking about just different things. It's kind of partners chatting it up back and forth, and they go out and they talk to this man who's sitting there talking kind of like about Scientology and how it all came to be, and just all the people kind of dealing with that. The guys at guys working for NASA, working at JPL. Was it JPL, the Jet Propulsion Lab? Was it? And just kind of everything that was going on, and how all of this stuff really kind of came to be here with like some of the Scientology and where they were going with that. And in the meantime, as we see them reaching out here, and this is our the people who are there is, oh man, why all of a sudden did I forget the main character guy, the one running the Department of Truth? I all of a sudden forgot. I all of a sudden forgot his name. But we see him here, and his partner, where they're going out and talking to this guy, and he's telling them all of this stuff. And we see as they were approaching, and even as they were leaving, this little kid that's kind of hanging around, watching everything that's going on. And this is where we end up finding out that it's actually Hawk Harrison, who is one of the guys, the other main guys that worked for the Department of Truth, that we see Cole Turner dealing with in the main series. And I'm telling you, like, or I guess this is the main series, but again, this series has been really good. I've liked what they've done with it. They're not, I would say they're just kind of taking kind of conspiracy theories and dealing with it in kind of a different way, presenting it in a way that's just kind of fun, and dealing with all of these things, and at the same time just delivering a very good story. Like I said, James Tynion the Fourth isn't reinventing the wheel here, but if you go out and you just do something good, the only thing you have to do is not mess it up. And I think they're doing that here in the Department of Truth, issue number 14. Again, this kind of widening the world, opening the world up just a little bit more of these characters, expanding it just a little bit. And I'm really enjoying Department of Truth. But let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below if you have been reading the Department of Truth and what you think about it. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, the very last book I've got here, guys, is one I have really, really enjoyed. You guys know Vault Comics is one of my favorite publishers out there as well. I feel like I say that a lot. But you know what? There's several publishers out there that are really good, that I really do enjoy a lot of the books that they put out there. Now, this next one here is the last book you'll ever read. This is issue number 3. Oh, did I get too much glare on that? Issue number 3, the last book you'll ever read. Oh, issue number 4. That's how fast it's going. This book is being written by Cullen Bunn. It's got art by Layla Lease. It's got colors by Vladimir Popov and lettered by the hardworking Jim Campbell. I'll show you those names right there. You got to take a look at those names. Take a look at the people doing the work in this, because I'm telling you, I absolutely love this book. Now, I've talked before about this series here, and I'll show you some more of this. Just like, I don't know what it is about Layla Lease and her art here. I just like, it's so good what she does with the art throughout this series, and kind of what's going on. And like, there's times where like things look like sensual, but they look creepy, and they look like and it's like very, just kind of drawing on a lot of eroticism and just things like that. It's very good. While at the same time, it's at the same time, it's kind of like it's eroticism, but it's not like something that gets you like you're into it. It's kind of like but it's just very well done stuff here in this book. As far as the art here, I absolutely love it. And the story here, I think, helps provide for some of that art to happen here with Cullen Bunn's story. That really, for me, this story has reminded me of The Bodyguard meets, I would say The Bodyguard meets In the Mouth of Madness. Just very good stuff here as we see like this writer. She wrote this book, and as people have been reading it, it's kind of been making people go out there and they're out there wilding out and just going crazy, kind of going rabid as fans for this book, and it's just making them there kind of act out their impulses, if you will. And very, very good stuff here. And that's why I say it kind of reminds me of The Bodyguard, in the sense that this writer that wrote this book, as she's going out on her book tour, she hires a bodyguard because she was attacked at one of her signings. And that's just kind of how people have been. Have you read Sutter Kane? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's like the same kind of thing, but a very, very good series overall. I've really enjoyed what's going on in this series, and like I said, it seems like it's kind of a blend of those two things. Now, the other thing that I want to show you here is I got this right here. I got this black bag variant. I haven't seen this book yet. I haven't seen this cover. I literally just sat here and unwrapped this thing, getting ready to show you guys. So if you guys don't want to see any boobies or chances of anything else, you might want to tune away for just a few seconds as I get ready to show off this cover and reveal it for you all. This is a first for me. For you, let's look at this black bag variant. Ladies and gentlemen, this is done by the same artist of the book, Layla Lease and Vladimir Popov. Let's check it out. Bam! How is it? Is it that bad? Am I gonna get a copyright strike? I don't know. No, that's not that bad at all. It's got some boobies. And well, and the art really plays into what was going on in the story in this book as well. Very, very beautiful cover there by Layla Lace and Vladimir Popov. I really do like that. Very good stuff. Like I said, I like this series and when it's done, and they've been doing some of these black bag variants for this series as well. Altogether, I gotta say, this is definitely a book I would suggest that you read. Is it the last book you'll ever read? Absolutely, it is. That's the title of the book. But it won't be the last book you ever read, but you won't regret reading this one. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read the last book you'll ever read and what your thoughts are about it. Again, it's one I absolutely enjoy. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, I got a couple of other things. I know you're sitting here like, dude, how do you got this many books, Trinity? Well, I just do. Because remember, I told you, I showed you the ones from last week that we didn't get in. Some of them I still got to read. Yeah. And then I got these books. Most of these ones here I did get done, read from this week. This week's books, actually, I got all read except for the ones that I just haven't, it sounds bad, the Dynamite books. But the next book that I have here is one of the trade paperbacks that came out this week. One of my absolute favorites. This is Resonant Volume 2. This book written by David Andry. It's got art by Skylar Patridge, and it's got colors by Jason Wordy and lettered by Darren Bennett. Now, it was created by David Andry, Skylar Patridge, and Alejandro Aragon. Alejandro Aragon is the person who did the art in the first volume. And I gotta say, man, I think Skylar Patridge's art really fit in with this, with the old art style and this new one. And it was a little bit different, and I feel that's okay because the tone of the second volume was a little bit different than that first volume was. And I think that the art really kind of helped set the tone in here. The difference in Skylar Patridge's art. One of my favorite series. This is going to go beautifully right next to the other trade paperback that I have of this from volume 1. Absolutely great. I love it. I love Resonant. You need to go out there and pick up volume 1 and volume 2 of Resonant and read them. They're absolutely great. The last one that I got for this week, one of my absolute favorites, things to be picking up here lately, is this one right here. This is a hardcover book. This is the EC original crime pictofiction. Yeah. Or what do they call it? Crime Illustrated. Crime Illustrated. This is the first 3 issues. First 3 issues in this hardbound book were $49.99. And I opened this book up, man, and you can open it up and look at that right there. Look at this, just right there. You just get some beautiful art right off the top, man. And getting into this, it's got a forward in here by William Malone. I won't pretend to know who that is. And it's got an introduction by Grant Geisman. They've been putting all of these books here. But you get in here and look at this, man. Look at this. I open this book up and I kind of get not even just a sense of nostalgia, but I get in here and what I see is I see art. I see it at its almost its simplest form. Look at this, just this black and white art that's telling these stories, that these characters, they're drawn in a way that is very expressive and help tell these stories. And it's so damn good. And I feel like there's like at times I feel like we've kind of been getting a resurgence of that in some of the comic books that we get lately, in some of the indies. We get that. Just kind of getting back to a more base level, not super high polished like stuff, just like really good stuff that really kind of helps set the tone in some of these books. And these EC comics have been absolutely great getting into a lot of these old books and reading them. And I absolutely love what they were doing in the old EC, with the old EC comics. Great stuff. Beautiful quality books, worth every single penny. All of these EC Comics reprints, man. I love it. And there's something I kind of want to talk a little bit about. Maybe we'll talk about that Friday on the Trailer Park Live. But that's all I've got for my comic book pull list and my comic book reviews, guys. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, let's get here into the live chats and see what everybody else is continuing to say. If everybody is still here after listening to me flap my gums about all of this stuff. Let's go ahead and let's get in here and see what you're all saying. Let's see what you're all saying. All right. Currently, okay. Dude, I started reading the Book of Wheel of Time when the book one came out when I was 12 years old. Yeah, sure you did. Sure you did, Wayne. Yeah, I don't believe you, Nate. Yeah, all right. Proof where it didn't happen, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. All right. I believe you. I'm just kidding. Ah, man, y'all so sensitive. I'm just kidding. Wayne's not. He don't give a shit. Oh yeah, hotel for sure. Getting your books tomorrow. Hell yeah. Ooh, my man Mike from Comic Book Steals and Deals. What is up, guys? Go check out Comic Book Steals and Deals. If you want some single issues, he does some great live auctions. Go check his ass out, man. He goes, dude, it's popping over there, man. He has a great time over there. You got to go check it out. Hey, yeah. Mike, I got to get a hold of you, my brother. Too many comics, blasphemy. What's up, everybody? Yeah, Justin Simone, my man. Into the Mouth of Madness, so underrated. Yeah, dude, it's such a great movie. I love that movie. Wait, I'm driving. I want to see some buoys. You can rewind it. You can rewind. It's all good. Eyes on the road, Reefer. Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for today's show, I guess. I mean, I don't really have much else. You know, I kind of showed off the books that I got from last week that I finally got. Some of the books from this week. Just a lot of great comic books. Yes, I love it. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Second Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell and all of that good stuff. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. But while you're at it, make sure that you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.